Good morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, one heck of a racing season is underway. And coming up in this week's show, we're going to see some familiar names and familiar faces. Heading up north to the Poconos, we're also going to head out east to the Meadowlands. And of course, we'll show you the best of the best from right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. The Pennsylvania Sire Stakes is in full stride, and the Poconos will have a full report, plus 2 thrilling races at the Big M you don't want to miss. Kelly Connors will catch up with trainer Brewer Adams, and I'll talk with driver Tim Tetrick about his champion colt pacer, Captaintreacherous. The hottest horsecasters on TV are bringing you racing's fastest paced half hour. It all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
There they go! Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside there is Brett Messenger to the early. 5 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hi there, and welcome to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross. And you know what, Kim Asabi, we got some good stuff for you today, so much you will not believe. And you know what, without any further ado, because it tends to get messy, I say let's get right to that stuff. Let's get to the racing, because the big boy, the champ, made an appearance at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs on Sunday night. It is Captaintreacherous. Now, what does he have over other horses that haven't happened in a really long time? He is the first 2-year-old pacer to be elected Pacer of the Year in 25 years. In other words, that happens about as often as the 76ers win an NBA title. Right?
I guess I don't know a whole lot about basketball. Harness racing's my thing.
Well, the last time they won it was 83, so that's 30 years. Anyway, it's close enough. You know,
right.
There's some relativity there. Okay, so Heather's got that for you. Here she is, my homeboy, Heather Vitale.
All right. Okay, now, see, they're Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. This is why Captaintreacherous was at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. First is $62,000, actually a little bit over 62 grand. As
587, if you want to be technical.
So, yeah, last year's a 2-year-old. He's Pacer of the Year. So there's 4 divisions that we're going to show you today of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes races. You've got 3 other chances to not be in with this horse. Imagine if you're a horseman, you look at the draw, and you're like, really? I'm in with him? Oh, come on. Anyway, the horse is obviously the 1-9 heavy favorite. Everybody else is double digits in here. This is his first start of the year. But he's really been prepping well at the Meadowlands, and I know that Tony Alagna, the trainer, has this extraordinary animal ready to go.
Underway. Several leaving here. Outside, it's Sir Richard Z-Tam with a slight edge. Inside, Twin Creeks Jesse. Captaintreacherous on the move as well. Daddy's Dragon is in between horses. They're all bunched up here with Terror High 4th. Captaintreacherous backs off the fight for the lead there in 5th. Then a gap to Joey the Warhorse, and after the early break, Lex Vegas is out of it here. Up top, the lead belongs for the moment to Twin Creeks Jesse. The quarter reached in 26-3. Twin Creeks Jesse, winner of the Weiss Series when he was last here at Pocono, setting a mean pace early on the outside. There's Captaintreacherous with Tim Tetrick off the layoff, off the standout 2-year-old season. He's the 1-9 favorite, using the straightaway to get to the front, but Twin Creeks Jesse trying to hang him out to dry there. Inside, Daddy's Dragon is 3rd, followed by Sir Richard Z-Tam, then Joey the Warriors 5th. A gap to Terror High and way back to Lex Vegas. Captaintreacherous clears right at the half-mile marker. Look at the fractions, 54-3, 28 even, second panel. So Captaintreacherous stung a bit there by Twin Creeks Jesse, but going along nicely here, still by 1.25 lengths. Inside, Daddy's Dragon is 3rd. From the back of the pack, Joey the Warhorse. First over now for Andrew McCarthy, but still about 6 back. Then comes Sir Richard Z-Tam, and Terror High has lost touch. Captaintreacherous easing towards the 3/4 pole now in 1:23-1, 28-3, third panel. Unhurried there on the back. Captaintreacherous still there by 1.5 lengths over Twin Creeks Jesse. Daddy's Dragon now to the outside to take his shot. Further back, Joey the Warhorse. Top of the stretch, and Captaintreacherous. Tetrick hasn't lifted a finger here. He's still there by 2. Twin Creeks Jesse and Daddy's Dragon all out, but Captaintreacherous too classy, too good.
Ahoy, matey! Captaintreacherous is on deck, and he is making everybody walk the plank. Arr! How is that? You can do all your impersonations of like Howard Cosell and stuff, but I got the pirate impersonation down.
You're down with that stuff.
He gets away fourth, but Tim Tetrick makes his move, and they get to the front. By the time they hit the half-mile pole, Captaintreacherous wins in 1:49.4. That last quarter was a sprint in 26.3. Emilio Estevez went to Captaintreacherous's barn to visit him. That's how important this horse is.
What was that movie he did with Molly Ringgold back in the 80s? It was Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, Emilio Estevez was in town in New Jersey because he is going to film a little bit of a upcoming movie called Johnny Longshot at the Meadowlands on Hambletonian Day, so he's really excited about that. So he was visiting some barns and actually up at the track. Anyway, this horse, he's a certified rock star. He's a fan pleaser. And Sharla McBride caught up with the winning driver, Tim Tetrick, to find out some very interesting things about this wonderful animal.
Captaintreacherous entered the 2013 harness racing season as the horse to beat. Coming off a stellar campaign in 2012, driver Tim Tetrick is excited for what's still to come.
Well, we all hope for that, but there's so many things that can happen, with injuries and, the stress on the horse and things like that. But, fingers crossed, he's come back good so far. But the 3-year-old campaign is way different than a 2-year-old campaign. But he's a top-rated colt, and, everybody has him to beat at this point.
Last Sunday, the captain made his 2013 racing debut in phenomenal fashion, winning the PA Sire Stakes at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
Well, we qualified him, and he qualified really well. I was very happy with that. And his first start, I was exceptionally happy. He was parked a long way, and he, when I cleared the front, he just swelled up and took right off and, really raced well for his first start.
Trainer Tony Alagna really sees the marketing potential in this horse, and he is pulling out all of the stops to make sure Captaintreacherous is a household name and a clear fan favorite.
They have a camera on him 24/7 where any of the fans can get online and watch him sleep and eat, trying to use the fans to really get involved with this horse. And they actually give a share away, and there's a new part owner of the horse, so that's really cool. And, the horse is taking it well, and he's putting on a good show so far.
Why do you think that really helps bring out the popularity in this horse?
Well, a lot of the fans don't get to see the behind-the-scenes action on some of these horses, and, he's our marquee horse right now, and people get to watch him sleep and eat and, do his daily work, so it's pretty cool.
Amassing 9 wins in his 11 starts, the odds are certainly in Captaintreacherous's favor as he sets sail on what Tetrick hopes will be a smooth ride in 2013. Reporting for PA Harness Week, I'm Sharla McBride.
Thank you, Sharla, and thank you, Timmy, and we wish you the best of luck with Captaintreacherous. It is going to be a fun ride to watch this animal all year, is it not?
Oh, I'm excited about it. Yeah, he's a superstar. Somebody to follow.
Wasn't bad, was it? Stay with us when we come back. More Pennsylvania Sire Stake action from Pocono on Sunday, so don't go anywhere.
Economy Terror now pulls the pocket here for Jim Morrow Jr.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hello there, you, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. Continuing with the action, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs on Sunday night. The first of 4 Pennsylvania Sire Stake divisions took place, and this one's for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, as they all are. Number 6, Apprentice Hanover with Jody Jamieson was 4-5. Number 4, Martini Hanover was 2-1 with Dave Palone. Number 2, CC Heatseeker with Andy Miller was 4-1, and with the call, Jim Avila.
Martini Hanover was able to make the retake. Wasn't too easy, though, as CC Heatseeker strung him along around that clubhouse turn. Now to the outside, first over. Here comes Corey Calhanenauer, Dragon King, gaining on the lead, only 2 away. Inside, moving up, Net 10 Apprentice Hanover picked up the cover, but still 4.5 back fifth. Further back to Eddie Sweat and Chronology Z-Tam. 3/4, 123 even. 27-4 there on the back. Martini Hanover, his lead now about a length and 3/4, make it 2. Our Dragon King trying to gain. Here comes a big 3-wide move from Apprentice Hanover, still inside CC Heatseeker. Top of the stretch, and Martini Hanover turning this one into a blowout. He's pacing away now.
Well, Martini Hanover and CC Heatseeker hooked up in a suicide speed duel through a 55 1/2 before CC Heatseeker folded up like a cheap suit. Martini Hanover paced his last half in 54-3 and won it by 5. Count them 5 in 149-3. Apprentice Hanover closed to get second, but never really got close enough to get a whiff. Number 3, Net 10 or EOM off at 35-1 with Tim Tetrick got third. And with the 8th, another Pennsylvania Sire Stake. Here's Heather.
Number 6, Beach Memories went off start in his last start. It's really uncharacteristic of him. He is the betting choice in here. Number 3 is John's Polyview. Did really super in the past races last year. Number 2 is Delaware Hanover. He was bred and foaled in Pennsylvania. He's trained in Maryland, and the dude that owns him lives in Nevada. So whatever. Anyway, not losing sleep over it, but anyway, makes me go,
There's Palone on top once again with Beach Memories, and the lead is about 2 lengths now over John's Polyview. Needs to not lose touch, and David Miller going to the whip to make sure that doesn't happen, but still a strong edge here for the leader. Back third there is Delaware Hanover, and also coming up Sir Michigan Z-Tam desperately trying to get back into it. 3/4, 122-3, 27-1 third panel. The fractions are nasty here by Beach Memories. He's still 2 to the good. John's Polyview starts to move back up now to the outside. Delaware Hanover third. Top of the stretch, and Beach Memories still looks solid. He's there by 2.
A few horses went off stride during the race, but one of them was not the favorite, Beach Memories. In fact, he wins easily on the front end in an effort of 150-2 with Dave Palone in the sulky, the winningest harness driver in North American history. Delaware Hanover was second. Third went to John's Polyview.
Okay, next up, we'll continue the action. The 12th at Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs, the 4th of 4 divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stake. Number 4, Lone Wolf Terrier with Tim Tetrick was even money. Number 5, Normandy Invasion was 5-2 with Dave Palone. And I got to mention this, Normandy Invasion. Congratulations to the connections of this animal. Normandy Invasion ran 4th in the Kentucky Derby, and then they were going to run him in the Preakness. Then they ultimately scratched him, stuck a sulky on him, shipped him up to Pocono for a Pennsylvania Sire Stake. I mean, my hat's off, if I had a hat, to the connections.
Are you sure it's the same horse?
Of course it's the same horse. What do you mean? It's not the same horse?
I don't know.
How many horses in Normandy Invasion can you have? Number 3, Twilight Bonfire with Dave Miller was 3-1. Let's see what happens.
So Palone wants to be on the front end. It's worked for him twice before tonight. Normandy Invasion has been racing well at the Meadows, has the lead by about 2 now over Lone Wolf Courier, who's 2 for 2 this year at Harris. Tetrick will have to work from the pocket. Inside third now. That's a big risk. Then comes Twilight Bonfire off the layoff. He's 4th, staying on the inside for the moment. Smoke a little smoke, going to flush that cover. And then further back to Meadowlands Jate and Doing Donuts. They have 54-3, 28 even, a second panel. And right now, Normandy Invasion cut loose like a deuce here, about 3.5 lengths. Tetrick trying to get more out of Lone Wolf Courier. Now first over, Twilight Bonfire is about 7 back, but gaining slightly. Inside of him, big risk. Further back to Smoke a Little Smoke. The lead now back down to 2 here for Normandy Invasion. 3/4, 121 even, 26-2 third panel. Eye-popping fractions now, and Normandy Invasion just rolling on the front end. Lone Wolf Courier not threatening, hanging on the outside. Twilight Bonfire, top of the stretch. Normandy Invasion in his own race right now.
Normandy Invasion went right to the front and blew their doors off, winning and eased up 148-4. You heard right, 148-4. Now, time-wise, he would have beaten Captaintreacherous by a full second, which is 5 horse lengths. 5. keep that in the back of your mind later on down the year, because this horse could be the real deal. He's already done the amazing by going from being a thoroughbred to a standardbred. So, what, is there anything that this horse can't do?
That's exactly right. He's already a thoroughbred, so the 140-4 shouldn't be that big of a deal to him.
Okay, exactly. Twilight Bonfire came first up and got second. Big Risk off at 18-1 with Jody Jamieson got third. I should add that Dave the Palone Ranger won 3 of the 4 Pennsylvania Sire Stakes he was in, and the only one he didn't win was Captaintreacherous, in which he did not have a drive. Hello.
Oh, but let me tell you, Matt Kikali won 7 races at Pocono Downs on Saturday.
7?
7.
Wow.
So congratulations to Matt. Well, we're going to switch over a little bit. Matt, of course, known for his driving, but Kelly Connors caught up with a guy who's known for his training. He's doing really well, and his name is Brewer Adams.
Hey guys, we are here with Brewer Adams, one of the top trainers here at Pocono, off to a great start. Brewer, you actually got your start here at this track. Talk to us about how you got involved with the sport.
I used to work for my uncle, Artie Brewer, when I was going to college, and I was going to school at UMass, and I'd come back and forth on the weekends.
So what were you going to school for?
I have a degree in psychology.
Wow, can you actually apply that in harness racing at all?
Sometimes more than others, yeah. Yeah, not so much with the horses, but with the people.
Absolutely. So then what led to you coming back to this sport after you graduated?
I didn't really want to sit in an office. In the summers I'd come here to race, and I liked being outside, and then I worked for my uncle, but now I like being my own boss.
So what's some differences between this track back in the 90s as opposed to present day?
Well, the competition is, the best in the East Coast by far. If you can make a living here, you can make it anywhere, it seems like.
Talk to us about your barn and how you make that living.
Well, I have 19 in the barn right now. I own a piece of some of them, well, probably 60% of them. I have some horses for Howard Taylor and Richie Lombardi and a couple other guys. So they keep me pretty busy. How
do you choose when it comes down to drivers with you? Are there certain horses that just get along better with certain drivers?
They all get along with Jimmy Morrill, and we try to start there. If not, Andy McCarthy drives most of them. Between him and Jimmy drive pretty much the whole barn. And then when I go to Chester, I try to get Timmy.
You ever drive yourself?
Not anymore. I drove some in the past, and I used to drive a little bit, but now it's I'd rather have the pros do it.
Nice. Leaving up to the guys. Well, you are doing well. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck this season.
Great, thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Brewer. Continued success to you. Stick around with us. When we come back, we're going to go to Harris, Philly, because there is a race there that is going to titillate you. So don't go away.
1-2 favorite Rockin' Cam is in attack mode and now takes the lead.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and we're going to stay right here at Harris, Philly, because on Saturday they had a race for winners over $25,000 in their lifetime, 30 grand on the line. High-class horse flesh was in stride, and Heather's got that bad boy for you.
All right, number 4 is Rockin' Cam. He's a favorite. It ships in from Yonkers, where he's been in the Open and in the Levy. Number 1 is Malak Oswad, coming in here off a 149-2 win, but he is taking a step up in class. And then number 3 is Abelard Hanover, 4th last time out, but he was in with the likes of Golden Receiver, Fred and Ginger, but before that he had like 3 wins in a row.
Abelard Hanover uses his customary speed to clear Fancy Free Shark by a length and a half, but 1-2 favorite Rockin' Cam is in attack mode and now takes the lead as they come to the top of the stretch the first time. Quarter mile, 26-3. They pass us on the first occasion with Rockin' Cam leading Abelard Hanover by a length and a half. Fancy Free Shark is 3rd, Malaku Swat is 4th, and moving to the outside with 4.5 to make up. Toki is called upon for a little bit more from second over and 5.5 lengths off the pace. Stolen Car has 7 to make up, 2 better than Nova Artist as they hit the half in 54-3. Up the backstretch, the leader remains Rockin' Cam. The margin extended to a length and 3/4 from Abelard Hanover, who closed the pocket back up. And Malaku Swad facing the breeze has taken 3rd, passing Fancy Free Shark and gaining to within 2.5 lengths. Otokia's got 4.5 to make up, stalling second over, wide of Stolen Car. And Nova Artist remains at the back of the pack, but is now just 6.5 from the front. 3/4 in 122 flat, 3/16 from home. Rockin' Cam will be tested by Abelard Hanover, who wedges wide from the pocket, coming to the 8th pole. Malaku Swads in the red headgear carried 3 wide. Fancy Free Shark found room up the open, stretched down to the 150. Rockin' Cam full out, chased home by Abelard Hanover, and up the inside, Fancy Free Shark gaining late. Abelard Hanover takes over and wins by a length.
Rockin' Cam gets to the front by the time they reach the stands, and it looks like he's got this one in the bag, but Abelard Hanover got a sweet trip and can't even wait for the stretch. Frank Millby decides to pull the right line around that last turn. They end up winning in 149 and 2. Rockin' Cam did hold on for second, and then Fancy Free Shark, he got up for third.
All righty, good stuff. When we come back, gonna have some great stuff from the Big M. 2 big stake races, the Cutler Memorial and the Meadowlands Maturity. You won't want to miss either one of them bad boys. So stick around, won't you?
Here comes Wishing Stone, uncorked on the outside with Jingra. They're trying to close in on Sabruga.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi there, and welcome back to our show. As promised, oh, I'm so excited. The Meadowlands had a couple of really big races on Saturday night. The first was race 6. It was the $180,000 Cutler Memorial final, and it was for the highest echelon, I'm talking highest echelon of trotting talent on planet Earth, okay? Number 1, Mr. Herbie. I told you about this bad boy last week. Went off at 6-5 with Jody Jamieson. Number 3, Modern Family, who was really on a tear with Timmy Tetrick, who was 5-2. Number 4, Wishing Stone was 3-1 with Yannick Gingras. And here is the call.
Sabruga, an opening night. Pressing on the outside. Modern Family got away well on the inside third. Campbell's parked out here. Undercover strike 3 wide right now past the quarter. Then Wishing Stone in the 5th position. The favorite, Mr. Herbie, is 6th right now. Then it's Ice Machine, Guccio to the inside, and My MVP, who threw in a step right at the gate, and then Knows Nothing the trailer. 27 seconds. Sabruga thriving up front where he likes it. Sabruga and Andy Miller settling down up front in control. Modern Family, a pocket ride right now. Undercover strike to the outside. That will take Wishing Stone into it from second over. Opening night now getting shuffled back to 5th. Mr. Herbie gets into the flow, 3rd over, 6 past the half. Then it's Guccio on the inside. Ice Machine joins the flow, 4th over, followed by My MVP and Knows Nothing at the half in a rated 55 and 2, 28 and 2, stolen there by Andy Miller, and Sabruga takes on Undercover Strike, the long shot, and Dave Miller. They are stride on the turn with 3/8 out. It's a length back to Modern Family on the inside. Wishing Stone has stalled on the outside 4th as the pace really picks up, and Mr. Herbie has to come 3 wide from the inside. Opening night is 6th, and then it's Ice Machine 7th on the outside, followed by Guccio, My MVP, and Knows Nothing. Sabruga is trying to go coast to coast. 122 and 1 for 3/4, 27 and 4. It's Sabruga, Modern Family, a perfect trip, and here comes Wishing Stone uncorked on the outside with Gingras. They're trying to close in on Sabruga. Opening night with late trot on the rail. Guccio closing. It's Sabruga under pressure. It's supreme. Modern Family, Wishing Stone, Guccio flying late on the outside. Sabruga.
One word describes this heat. Wow. In last week's Cutler Limb, Sabruga cut the mile only to get nailed right on the money by Wishing Stone. In the final, Andy Miller employed the same strategy with Sabruga, catch me if you can. 4 of these top trotters were noses apart at the wire. I'm talking noses apart, 4 of them. Sabruga's was there first. Wishing Stone and Guccio off at a surprisingly high 17-1 with Jimmy Takter. Dead heated for second with Modern Family only a nose, a little schnoz. Back and forth. an incredible heat, and we caught up with driver Andy Miller, who was on the winning horse, Sevruga, to get his impressions about this big trot. Driver Andy Miller, you were in an amazing heat the other night, but let me go back to the first, to the limb of the Cutler. You went out and cut the mile, and you led for every step of the way except the last one. Then you came back in the final for 180 grand on the line, and you decided to employ the same strategy. Take us through that race with Sevruga, would you?
In the elimination, which he's always been a very tough horse, and he's tough to pass when he's on the front, but you know, in the elimination, he raced really good, and Yannick got out the last jump and beat him. And then in the final, I thought they would be pushing out of there harder early, and nobody really pushed out, so I let him go ahead and leave, and he just took it from there, and he got run at pretty hard, but he just kept digging.
They were separated by 4 noses on the wire. Did you know you won it?
No, I didn't know I won it. I knew I beat the horse right beside me, but the 2 outside, I couldn't really see them, so it was all, I was hoping all the way after the wire there that I was the one that kept my nose in front.
He beat the best trotters in the country. How fast can he go, and what do you see down the road for this horse?
You know, he's just iron tough. As far as going a lot faster, I don't know, but you know, I'm sure if he gets pressed and or if he gets the right trip, he might go a little more.
And here we go on to the next big thriller. 100 grand was on the line. It was the Meadowlands Maturity, and Heather's got that one for you.
Yes, this stars 4-year-old Pacers, and number 4 is Hurricane King Cole. Now, this is his 3rd start of the year. His first 2, he's been super sharp. Number 10 is Worry Needy. Went on stride his last start. Remember, he got a little hot-headed there. Hopefully, he will keep his cool tonight. And then number 9 is Sweet Lou. This horse made $1 million last season. By the way, this is a field of 10. Their combined earnings are nearly $9 million.
It's Hillbilly Hanover up front. Where We Needy being sent to the front here by Jody Jameson. Down the backstretch, Bolt the Doors 3rd. It's a link back to a Rock and Roll Dance 4th as Hurricane King Cole gets revved up from 5th. There he goes. Mel Merritt to the outside 6th, flushed out by Sweet Lou. And then it's Dynamic Youth on the inside, and Do Me That Again, an Ideal Champ. And here comes Hurricane King Cole up and after Where We Needy. And he's going to blast right on by in 54 and 4:27 and 3. Hurricane King Cole has committed to the front end with Dubé, leads it by 2 and looks to take off from Where We Needy. That leaves Melmera first over to challenge on the outside. Hillbilly Hanover is now wedged in 4th as they head to 3/4. Sweet Lou with that live cover, a great trip, 2nd over 5th, now 4th on the outside. Here comes Do Me That Again. He sets up his charge from 3rd over. Bolt the Doors shuffled back and buried on the rail. Then it's Dynamic Youth on the outside with the Rock and Roll Dance and Ideal Champ. 1:21 and 4/5 for 3/4 into the stretch drive. Hurricane King Cole, Where We Needy needs to angle free. Melmera up on the far outside. Sweet Lou looking to rally along with Do Me That Again. Here comes Sweet Lou. Where We Needy is free from the pocket spot, and Bolt the Door is coming down to the line. Where We Needy and Sweet Lou.
70-1 shot. Hillbilly Hanover, he gets the front first, but by the time they reach the backstretch, Worry Needy takes over. And then just about that time, Hurricane King Cole makes his brush to the front. Coming down the stretch, Worry Needy, he needs to get out, and then finally does get out of the pocket, but then here comes Sweet Lou, right? He gets that great 2nd over trip, wins in the very last stride in 1:49 flat for trainer Ron Burke. He pays $11.20 for the win. By the way, every single horse in this race broke 150. Ooh. That is unbelievable. What a race.
And that's going to do it for this edition of PA Harness Week. And for all of us here, including Bruce Casella, Kelly Connors, Sharla McBride, and my ever so lovely homeboy Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross reminding you to pick up the pace and get high on harness.
It's only natural.
There they go. Explosive matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here. Brett Messenger into the air.